Life will break you. That is not a threat, it is a truth. No matter how talented you are, no matter how disciplined you become, no matter how carefully you plan, there will come a moment when the weight of life presses so hard that something inside you feels like it is cracking. A dream collapses, a relationship dissolves, a body weakens, a future plan falls apart, the heart shatters, the spirit feels crushed. We do not like to admit it, but breaking is part of living. It is not a sign that you are weak. It's a sign that you are human, and every human being at some point will face a breaking point. But here is the truth most people never hear. Being broken is not the same as being finished. The fact that something cracked in your life does not mean the story is over. The mark that the break leaves on you can either be the mark of defeat or it can be the mark of victory. The difference is not in the event itself. The difference is in how you choose to rise from it. You see, when life breaks you, you are forced into a valley where two voices echo. One voice is worry. It whispers blame, fear, shame. It convinces you that you are finished, that the pain is permanent, that there is no reason to continue. The other voice is wisdom. It whispers resilience, courage, purpose. It tells you that this is not the end, but the beginning of a deeper strength. One voice is fear, the other voice is faith. And every day, in that valley, you choose which voice you will obey. Breaking is not meant to destroy you. Breaking is meant to reveal you. Comfort hides who you really are. Ease keeps your strength asleep. But when the pressure comes, when life presses you down, the hidden strength within you is forced to rise. That is why people who have been broken often carry a deeper light in their eyes. They know what it is like to walk through pain, and they know what it is like to rise again. Think about this for a moment. Some of the strongest, wisest, most compassionate people you will ever meet are people who have been through hell. They were broken by sickness, by betrayal, by loss, by failure. Yet, they chose to rise. They allowed their scars to become their testimony, not their identity. They chose to turn pain into wisdom, not into bitterness. And that same choice stands before you. When life breaks you, will you surrender? Will you let the crack become your grave? Or will you rise? Will you let the mark become your reminder that you are tougher than the pain that tried to destroy you? You are not finished. You may feel crushed, but crushed does not mean conquered. You may feel broken, but broken does not mean destroyed. Within you, right now, there is a strength that comes not from the world, but from the true God who made you. That strength cannot be broken. It can only be revealed. So do not run from the breaking. Do not retreat. Do not hide. Face it. Stand firm. Because persistence is sacred. The decision to fight, even when you feel weak, is the very thing that transforms your life. Yes, breaking hurts. Yes, the tears will come. Yes, there will be nights when you question everything. But pain does not have the final word. If you stay with the process, if you endure, you will come out stronger. You will come out wiser. You will come out unshakable. The truth is this: every break in your life is an invitation. It is an invitation to become someone greater than you were before, to grow into a deeper version of yourself, to build a strength that ease could never give you. The break is not the end of the story. It is the turning point. Do not measure your life by how many times you avoid being broken. Measure your life by how many times you rise after it happens, because rising is where the victory is found. So what do you do when you are broken? You start small. You do not rebuild the whole world in one day. You do the next right thing. When you feel overwhelmed, when your heart is heavy, when your mind is racing, you pause, you breathe, you take one step, you speak one true sentence to yourself. I will not give up today. That is enough. One step, one sentence, one act of persistence. Do that every day and you will discover that small steady steps are stronger than one dramatic effort. This is how you turn pain into progress, by showing up every single day even when you do not feel like it, by refusing to let the wound define your future, by deciding again and again to move forward. There will be days when you fail, days when you stumble, when you fall back into old patterns, when you feel like you cannot go on. That is normal. That is human. But failure does not mean final. It is simply another opportunity to rise. What matters is not that you never fall. What matters is that you never stay down. And here is something most people never realize. Gratitude can become your greatest weapon when you are broken. Gratitude shifts your vision. It does not erase the pain, but it prevents the pain from becoming the only thing you see. When you wake up, find one thing to be grateful for. Just one. It could be breath in your lungs. It could be someone who loves you. It could be the chance to try again. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about remembering that even in the valley, there is light. Gratitude and persistence together can carry you through storms that would have destroyed you otherwise. Gratitude gives you perspective, and persistence gives you momentum. Together, they keep you standing. And never forget this: you do not walk through the valley alone. There is a presence within you and around you that cannot be shaken. Call it God, call it the divine self, call it the true source of life. That presence is the reason you are still standing, even after everything you have faced. That presence is the reason you will rise again. Do not think of faith as something complicated. Faith is not about ritual. Faith is about trust. Trust that even when you are broken, you are not abandoned. Trust that even when the world says finished, the true God whispers, not yet. Trust that your pain is not wasted, that your struggle has meaning, that your scars will become part of your strength. You will discover that when you lean into that presence, when you let it guide you, you are able to do what seemed impossible. You are able to take one more step when you thought you had no strength left. You are able to keep breathing when the weight feels suffocating. You are able to rise again, not because you are perfect, but because you are persistent. And persistence is what makes you unstoppable. Life may have knocked you down, but it did not destroy you. You are still here. That alone is proof of your strength. That alone is evidence that you carry something unbreakable within you. So decide today. Decide that no matter how many times you are broken, you will rise. Decide that no matter how many scars you carry, you will not be defined by them. Decide that no matter how heavy the burden feels, you will keep walking. Because every time you rise, you prove something powerful. You are more than your pain. You are more than your failure. You are more than your struggle. You are a divine self from the one true God, and you cannot be broken. So let this moment be a reminder. Whatever you are facing right now, it is not the end. Whatever has been taken from you, whatever wound you carry, whatever fear tries to speak louder than hope, it does not define you. You are defined by the strength within you. You are defined by the persistence that keeps you moving. You are defined by the divine presence that created you. And because of that, no matter how many times life breaks you, you will rise, you will endure, you will overcome, and you will remain unbroken. Please subscribe and encourage somebody in the comment section.